Have you ever wondered about the fine line between healthy sexual expression and behavior that spirals out of control? In our journey through the labyrinth of human desires, we sometimes encounter paths that lead us astray from our true selves. Today, we delve into the complex world of compulsive sexual behavior, a subject that intertwines the realms of psychology, philosophy, and human nature. The siren song of desire. Imagine standing on the deck of a ship, much like Odysseus in Homer's epic. The enchanting melodies of sirens fill the air, their songs promising unimaginable pleasures. But as you lean towards their call, you realize the ropes binding you to the mast are the only things keeping you from plunging into treacherous waters. This is the essence of compulsive sexual behavior, a powerful, almost irresistible urge that threatens to overtake reason and self-control. But how do we recognize when we've crossed that threshold? When does the natural human inclination towards sexual pleasure transform into a compulsion that threatens to capsize our lives? Signs you're caught in the undertow. Time's relentless tide. Do you find yourself swept away by a torrent of sexual thoughts, fantasies, and urges? Like a clock whose hands spin wildly out of control, those grappling with compulsive sexual behavior often lose track of time, their days consumed by an ocean of sexual preoccupations. These aren't fleeting thoughts that ebb and flow with the natural rhythms of life, but rather a constant, crashing wave that threatens to erode the foundations of daily existence. The pendulum of pleasure and pain. Picture a pendulum swinging between two extremes. On one side, there's an overwhelming drive to engage in specific sexual behaviors, a force so potent it feels almost like a physical need. The fulfillment of this urge brings a momentary release, a brief respite from the tension. But as the pendulum swings to the other side, it ushers in a flood of guilt and regret. This emotional whiplash is a hallmark of compulsive sexual behavior. Sisyphus and the boulder of control. In Greek mythology, Sisyphus was condemned to roll a boulder up a hill for eternity, only to watch it roll back down each time he neared the top. Those struggling with compulsive sexual behavior often find themselves in a similar predicament. This emotional whiplash is a hallmark of compulsive sexual behavior. Despite genuine efforts to curb their fantasies, urges, or behaviors, they find themselves back at the bottom of the hill, starting the exhausting climb once again. The mirage of escape. Imagine a desert traveler, parched and desperate, who keeps chasing mirages of oasis after oasis. Similarly, individuals might turn to compulsive sexual behavior as a mirage-like escape from the harsh realities of their emotional landscape. Loneliness, depression, anxiety, or stress become the scorching sands they're trying to flee, with sexual compulsion offering a temporary, illusory refuge. Crossing the Rubicon. Julius Caesar's crossing of the Rubicon River marked a point of no return, sparking a civil war. For those with compulsive sexual behavior, their Rubicon might be the moment they realize their actions are wreaking havoc on their lives, yet they feel powerless to turn back. The potential for sexually transmitted infections, shattered relationships, career setbacks, financial ruin, or legal troubles loom on the horizon, yet the compulsion drives them forward. The broken bridge of connection. Humans are inherently social creatures, our well-being intricately tied to our ability to form and maintain meaningful relationships. Compulsive sexual behavior often acts like a corrosive agent, eating away at the bridges that connect us to others. The inability to forge stable, healthy relationships becomes both a symptom and a consequence of the compulsion. Reflections in the mirror of self. Recognizing these signs in oneself or others is not about passing judgment. Rather, it's an invitation to deeper self-reflection and, potentially, a call for help. Consider for a moment, how thin is the line between passion and obsession? Between desire and compulsion? At what point does the pursuit of pleasure become a prison of our own making? These are not easy questions to answer, but they are essential ones to ponder. For in grappling with them, we not only gain insight into compulsive sexual behavior but also into the broader human condition. We are all, in our own ways, navigating the complex waters of desire, self-control, and the search for meaningful connection. If you find yourself identifying with the signs we've discussed, remember that you're not alone. Like Theseus in the labyrinth, the path out may seem daunting, but there is always a thread to follow, be it professional help, support groups, or trusted confidants. In the end, understanding and addressing compulsive sexual behavior is not just about regaining control over one's actions. It's about reclaiming the freedom to choose, to connect, and to live a life aligned with one's true values and aspirations. And in that journey lies the potential for profound personal growth and self-discovery.